Football is a cruel game, a sport where greatness is often recognised, but sometimes, inexplicably, left uncrowned. Some say the Ballon d'Or is football's highest individual honour. Others say it's just a glorified popularity contest where football journalists play favourites like a high school prom committee. But today, we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in football history, a case so baffling, so unjust, that Jamie Carragher would struggle to explain it. This is the tragic, confusing and possibly rigged tale of how Thierry Henry, Arsenal's greatest ever player, a footballing artist and a man who made defenders question their career choices, never won the Ballon d'Or. It all started in France. A young Thierry Henry, full of pace, power and a very questionable haircut, made his way through the ranks. Arsène Wenger saw him and thought, this boy has something special, and also, I can probably get him at a discount. So Wenger swooped in, brought him to Arsenal and turned him from a struggling winger into the most terrifying striker in England. Henry didn't just score goals, he reinvented the concept of scoring goals. He made it look so effortless that defenders started filing complaints to the Premier League office. By 2003, he wasn't just a footballer, he was a force of nature. In 2003, Thierry Henry lost the Ballon d'Or to Pavel Nedved. Yes, Pavel Nedved. Now, no disrespect to Nedved. He was a great player, but Henry, he was having a season that defied logic. 44 goals and 23 assists in all competitions. Premier League Player of the Year, FA Cup winner, most assists in a single Premier League season. He even made goalkeepers develop stress disorders. And yet the voters looked at all of that and said, nah, let's give it to the guy with the beautiful blonde hair instead. Rumours suggest that when Henry heard the news, he simply raised an eyebrow, nodded and said, cool. But deep down, you just know he was thinking, these people don't understand football. Then came 2004. Henry wasn't just good, he was playing football on easy mode. 39 goals, 15 assists. Arsenal went invincible. Defenders were literally falling over when he ran at them. He made Jamie Carragher spin in a circle so badly that NASA briefly mistook it for planetary rotation. And yet, no Ballon d'Or. Instead, they gave it to Andriy Shevchenko. Now, Sheva was a beast at AC Milan. But let's be honest, was he humiliating defenders for fun? Was he breaking records left and right? No. At this point, football fans were convinced that Henry had wronged someone in the Ballon d'Or committee. Had he stolen someone's lunch at FIFA headquarters? Had he forgotten to pay for a croissant in Paris? Nobody knew. But what we did know was that this was officially a robbery. And this is where the story takes a darker turn. Because if Thierry Henry was clearly the best player in the world, then why did the Ballon d'Or voters keep ignoring him? Well, we dug deep, and the answers we found will shock you. Reason number one. The King Henry conspiracy. Henry was already called King Henry by Arsenal fans. And according to inside sources, okay, mostly just Twitter, Ballon d'Or voters allegedly refused to crown him because they feared giving an actual award to a man already referred to as royalty would create a monarchy within football. It sounds ridiculous. But then again, so does not giving the best player in the world the biggest award. Reason number two, the Premier League bias. Football's elite decision-makers have always had a soft spot for La Liga and Serie A. In the early 2000s, the Premier League was still seen as a wild, chaotic, rainy mess, where defenders kicked everything that moved. No matter how dominant Henry was, the voters thought, but can he do it in Italy, where football is slower and has more tactical fouls? Spoiler alert. Yes, he literally played in Serie A before. He would have cooked there too. Reason number three, the Champions League curse. Then there's the ugly truth. The Ballon d'Or loves Champions League winners. Henry got Arsenal to the final in 2006, but instead of lifting the trophy, he got to watch Barcelona celebrate while he thought, I should have just joined them last summer. Had Arsenal won that game, Henry would have probably won the Ballon d'Or, but instead, FIFA hit him with the classic, no Champions League, no trophy for you. Now, years later, we look back and ask, did the football world fail Thierry Henry? Yes, it did. Instead of having one or even two golden trophies, Henry's Ballon d'Or shelf sits empty, a lonely, dust-covered reminder of football's greatest injustice. But let it be known, we remember, and one day when justice prevails, when history is rewritten, when FIFA finally admits their mistakes, someone must give this man his overdue golden ball, even if we have to steal one from Luka Modric's trophy cabinet. Thierry Henry, a Ballon d'Or winner? No. But anyone who gets to flirt with Kate Scott on CBS every Champions League night is definitely winning at life.